Good afternoon, everybody. It is, oh gosh, my voice. It's actually really late in the week. It's like Friday. Today, is it Friday? It is actually Friday. Oh my gosh. Excuse my face. I haven't gotten ready today because I thought, why not do like a mini get ready with me, kind of just like a chit chat, talk about what's going on in the world, you know, just kind of just talk. And my skin, so far since quarantine has started, my skin has wanted to kill me, and I don't know why. I haven't changed anything. It just wants to kill me. But I also scar really easily, so like most of these are all just like scars at this point. So yeah. But I thought I would get ready with you guys on here because why not? A little bit of like a chit chat, get ready to start off this vlog. But also, if the lighting looks a little bit different, it's because I'm sitting in front of my like makeup mirror, so it's like a mirror with lights all around it. So if it looks brighter or different than normal, that's why. I'm not using the sunlight, even though my window is right behind the camera. But yeah, I guess I just should start out with, how are all of you doing during quarantine? Because I feel like there's like 2 or 3 different types of people right now. There's the people who are enjoying it and literally just living life, doing everything they've ever wanted at home, relaxing, kind of enjoying time off from work, you know, that whole situation. The ones that are genuinely actually kind of happy about this, which I mean, I feel like all of us should be kind of glad that we are getting this time off, even though it's a terrible time. But I just feel like it's been kind of needed for some of us, I feel like, because I feel like some of us are so overworked and we just don't have any time to ourselves, that I feel that this quarantine kind of gave us that, even though it is terrible what's going on and the whole situation with jobs and everything. Like it's a terrible thing, but I don't know, I feel like some of us like needed it though. And then there's the people who, you know, if you have like not social anxiety, but if you have like anxiety, I cannot speak. But if you have like anxiety or depression or stuff like that, people like that, they're kind of, you know, they're okay with this because they're used to being alone, but it's also like you don't have a distraction anymore. So it's kind of harder to deal with everything, which I completely understand because, you know, I feel like everyone needs some type of distraction sometimes, and since we are all in quarantine, we don't really have that distraction right now, which kind of sucks, but you know. And then there's the final people who are kind of just like oh well, this is happening, you can't really do anything about it. Oh my god, my skin got so much more red after I did that. It's fine, that's what happens. But I don't know, how are you guys doing during this entire thing? Because it's been something to go through, because I don't know how I feel about all this, because like I'm personally not getting that affected by it. Like obviously I am, because I don't really work right now. I'm not out of a job, but my job, since I work at a restaurant, I'm a hostess, so we don't really need hostesses right now. They need more of like the people who do takeout orders and do all that stuff, rather than people who do stuff like inside the restaurant. So I'm not really out of a job, I'm just not currently working. My job is basically YouTube and Twitch right now, which I don't mind because I absolutely love it, but you know, yeah. But I'm also like not really stressing about anything because it's not like I live by myself yet. So I don't really have to worry about too much right now. But I know a lot of people are in not too good of places right now because of the whole quarantine situation and the whole, you know, don't really have a job, you don't really have a steady income, and like you're worried about, people are worried about, you know, not being able to feed their families and being able to pay their bills, and that's probably the scariest thing about this quarantine. Like, even though I don't have to personally deal with that kind of stuff, I always try to help out people who are in those types of situations. I'm so grateful that I don't have to worry about money, and that like my family doesn't have to worry about money, because my mom has been working from home for a long time now. Actually, it's been a few years now, so we don't have to worry about that as much. So I'm very grateful for that. Like, the quarantine kind of made it so that I can't move and I was supposed to move, which I don't really have a problem with it. It does suck because it's like, you know, I've been so excited to move, but it's okay. It's not really bugging me too much because I'm still gonna be moving. I'm just gonna be moving, instead of May 20th, I'm moving June 20th, which the only thing that's gonna be really annoying is it's gonna be a lot hotter outside, both here and in Florida. So that'll be fun once that happens, but I'm okay with it. But I know the vlogs are getting kind of repetitive because, you know, where you can't really go anywhere, there's nothing really to do. We're all kind of stuck inside, which, you know, there's a lot of stuff to do at home, but it gets to a point where you kind of, you know, don't really have anything anymore and you've kind of run out of ideas. But I am streaming a lot more than I normally do, so if you do want to check that out, my Twitch will be linked down below. I do stream most nights during the week, so if you're into gaming or anything like that, you can go ahead and check that out. A little bit of self-promo there. But yeah. What are you guys doing during this whole quarantine? Like, what have you guys been doing at home, or in, well, yeah, at home, or like in your yard or something? What have y'all been up to? Because we got nothing over here. I think the only thing I've done that's been outside my house is I went for a walk around my neighborhood at like 8 and 9 at night with my mother a couple days ago, which was actually really peaceful because my neighborhood is already really quiet as it is, but it was like that extra quiet where like you can't hear anything. You could see like the city lights, which is really rare for us over here because we don't, like, I live in Chicago, but I don't live that close to downtown, so we aren't used to really seeing the actual skyline or anything. So it was really nice to actually be able to see the city lights for once, because normally, you know, we get a lot of light pollution and just like air pollution in general, which I feel like this quarantine has really helped out nature in itself, because I feel like there's less pollution in the air, there are less people driving around, there are less people, you know, polluting the earth, which I feel like Earth kind of needed it a little bit, even though a pandemic and quarantine is never a good thing. But I feel like Mother Nature really needed this, so I feel like sometimes it's a good thing, but we'll see how it all turns out in the end, because the only thing that really matters now is just to make sure that no one else keeps getting sick and that doesn't spread anymore. Like, I know in, where is it, in Korea, in South Korea, they are already like good. Like, they haven't had a new case of the virus in like a long time. Not a long time, but like it's been a little bit. So like they're all like good to go. They're all walking around doing their thing. Like, they're still taking precautions and everything, obviously, but they aren't, you know, quarantined anymore, which I think is amazing because, you know, what's the word? They got back on their feet pretty quickly, which is very good. And, you know, if people were like that more here, that would definitely be the case, but sometimes people here aren't the brightest, especially here in Chicago, because I don't know if you guys heard, but I think it was last week in downtown Chicago, someone decided to have a house party of like 100 or something people And like all of us were just like, what are you doing? Like, it was something. But that's, if people keep doing that, it's just gonna extend quarantine. And I know what I'm saying is very controversial, not controversial, but like, it's not really a nice thing to say, but it's just the truth. Like, if people keep acting like that, it's just gonna make this quarantine last longer. It's gonna make more cases of the virus. It's just gonna keep going on for a long time, and I don't think any of us want that right now. So we just gotta stick together and, you know, not go outside, not like go hang out with our friends, even though we know we really want to because we have nothing better to do. But like, just stay inside. Just like actually listen and do this whole social distancing thing, because it's like this, if we want this to be over and to be able to actually, you know, go back to work, go back to hang out with our friends, go back to having, you know, our normal lives back, we kind of, you know, have to obey the whole quarantine situation, the whole social distancing thing, because if we don't, this is just gonna last even longer than it already has. So yeah, most of us haven't lived through something like this before. And if you think about it, this is gonna be something that people in the future learn, that people, like our future kids, are gonna learn, which is really weird to think about, because like, while we're in the moment right now, it doesn't feel like we're gonna, you know, be like people are gonna be learning about this later in the future, when in reality people are gonna be learning about it, which it's just really weird to think about. But how are all of you doing in your states or your countries? How is quarantine going for you guys? How is your country doing, and how are you doing, and how is your family doing? I hope everyone is healthy and okay, and just being very cautious about this whole situation and taking precautions and just making sure that, you know, everything is going smoothly and nice, because I think right now that's all we can really do. So if you guys have like any ideas of stuff you would like to see me do or try out, or literally anything, please let me know, because I need some ideas of stuff to do, because I'm running out. I mean, I kind of already ran out because I'm sitting doing my makeup talking to you guys, but you know, if you guys have any ideas that you would like to see me do the next couple of weeks, please let me know, because I got nothing right now. Oh, I didn't even mention like the type of makeup I'm doing, because I feel like people aren't really that interested in makeup, at least the ones that watch me, at least. I don't know, but literally this entire quarantine, I've been doing a lot of makeup, surprisingly, but that's only because I literally only do my makeup when I stream, and I'm streaming tonight, so it's, what time is it? It's literally 4:30. But I'm doing my makeup because I have to stream later, even though when I stream you can't really even tell if I'm wearing makeup or not, but I just like having it on, honestly. But I've also been doing my makeup like almost every day of this quarantine, because it gives me something to do, honestly, rather than, you know, just having nothing on my face and just kind of doing nothing. I feel like when I put on makeup, it just makes me feel more put together and like I'm actually doing something, rather than just, you know, not doing anything. And my hair is an actual mess. I have to wash it. But that's okay, I'll do that tonight. But yeah, no, I've been doing my makeup like almost every day this quarantine, which I already did that before quarantine even started, because, you know, work and YouTube and Twitch. because I also worked on the weekends, so even when I didn't stream, I would still have to go to work. But yeah, I don't do too much makeup. Like, this is what I usually do every day, just like some concealer, bronzer, powder. I don't think you can see in the camera, but I did like a little bit of like an eyeliner situation. It's not really eyeliner, it's literally just eyeshadow that I put on my lash line to just make my eyes seem more defined and more, you know, not bigger, because my eyes I feel like are already very big, but more, the way that I do it makes my eyes look more like cat-like, I guess, more elongated rather than bigger, I guess. But yeah, I also don't really have, I was gonna do a couple more like clean out declutter videos, but honestly I don't really have anything else to declutter. Okay, so my makeup is all done and good to go. Nothing special. But yeah, like if you guys have anything you want to see me do, like any challenges, any more like makeup related things, honestly just like anything that you guys want to see me do, please let me know, because I'm running out of ideas and kind of need stuff to do. And if you do like the more makeup slash hauls slash that side, let me know down below as well, because I don't know how many of you enjoy the more, I guess, like girly side of everything. Like if you want to see more like in-depth makeup stuff, like I'm not the best at makeup, but if you guys want to see like more makeup related stuff, like makeup challenges or like a more in-depth like makeup routine, like this is a very basic like everyday type of look that I do, but if you guys want to see like a more in-depth one or challenges, let me know, because I would definitely film that. I don't really have the setup to do that kind of stuff, but I can try. It won't be the best, but I can definitely give it a try. I do have like a mini haul I'm gonna do. It's literally 2 items that I bought, but I'll do that either later tonight or tomorrow.